Are you an apple shape that works really hard on improving your style, learning to work with your apple shaped body, but somehow it still just doesn't slot into place? There's still a few pieces of the puzzle that doesn't feel right yet? Well, I think I know why. Here on my channel, I teach you in every video how to dress our apple-shaped bodies. Learning to dress our apple-shaped body will, to a certain extent, bring a lot of confidence because once we dress better, we feel better. And when we feel better, we do better. But today, I really want to talk about what goes on behind the scenes, behind the clothes, and how we can boost our confidence, improve ourselves, so that our clothes simply just become an extension of who we are on the inside. When I posted my first video here on YouTube approximately 5 years ago, I had a very, very different attitude towards my apple-shaped body than what I did now. When I started my channel, I kind of looked around for other apple-shaped bodies and everybody was tucking their tops and putting on belts. And I was like, yeah, no, I don't want to tuck my top. And I most certainly don't want to put on a belt because that'll just emphasize the fact that I don't have a waist and make me look bigger. I don't want that. So I didn't. What do I do now? 5 years later, I'm literally telling you, please tuck your top and put on a belt. You just obviously got to find the right trousers to go with it. That's key. But I'm literally giving the advice that was annoying me that other people were giving 5 years ago. So what has changed? My mindset. That is what has changed. And today I want to talk to you about what goes on behind the scene that is not just about the outfit. It's not just about the facade that we show other people, but the true confidence and the true love for our body and appreciation to really embrace the body shape that we have. It's up here. It has nothing to do with our clothes. Our clothes help, absolutely, but it's the mindset that matters. And that is the key that I want to talk to you about today. One of the hardest things to change about ourselves is our mind. Many of us have a very, very negative mindset about our body and our body image and how we feel about ourselves. And changing our mindset around those things is something that we have to want to do. We physically have to force ourselves from a negative point of view to a positive point of view. It takes a lot of hard work and a lot of dedication, hence why it's a journey. So changing our mindset, first of all, you have to want to do it. And second of all, you're going to have to work on it every single day for the rest of your life. I am several years into my journey and I still have to remind myself when something goes wrong in my life, it has nothing to do with my body. It has nothing to do with my body shape. It has nothing to do with my size. It is simply to do with how I feel on the inside. It's my mindset that I need to change, not my physical appearance. So how are we going to do it? That's the thing. What are we going to do? As I said, number one, and I repeat myself here because it's so important. You have to want to change your mindset. You have to start with, I want to learn to love my body. And your brain will immediately go, no, it's big, it's fat, it's an apple, no. Your brain will spew at you all the negative stuff. And when your brain goes down that negative train track, I always look at the brain as like a busy train station with tracks going everywhere. And when your brain wants to go down that negative track, you forcefully have to take your train and move it onto the positive path. I started out that every time my brain told me, because in my case, it was telling me I was fat. No matter what went wrong in my life, it was because I was too fat. The car could have broken down, the kids could be having a meltdown, or the weather could be bad or whatever. It was because I was too fat. Makes no logic sense, does it? No. But that's what my brain told me. So how I started was every time my brain told me, Marleen, you're fat, I changed that into Marleen, you're beautiful. And when there was people around, I did it quietly in my head, but as often as I could, I did it out loud. I then started every single time I saw myself reflected in any surface, it could have been the oven door, I would pay myself a compliment. And in the beginning, I didn't believe it. I didn't really compliment very many personal things. It could be, oh, I love the jacket I'm wearing today, or, oh, my hair is looking fine, or I like my nails, or whatever it may have been. But every single time I clapped eyes on myself, I paid myself a compliment. And that is how you're slowly going to sneak in that positivity. There is no more space left for the negativity when we fill it up with positivity instead. That leads on to the next point. You have to start practicing gratitude. You have to start learning to be grateful for what our body can do for us. Now, in my case, I have 3 kids. My body carried 3 beautiful children. My body, 48 and a half years now, it has kept me upright. It has kept me going. It has kept me breathing. It has kept me alive. And if nothing else, I have to be grateful for that. When I started being grateful for what my body did for me, then I started being grateful for the things that I could do. There's a lot of things due to illness that I can't do, and that's okay. But I started focusing on the things that I could do. I started spreading the positivity like ripples in the water, right? I started being more and more grateful for not only for the help that my children were giving me, how hard they were working when I wasn't able to. My husband, who goes to work and make money every single day, so I don't have to go to work. I have been so blessed to be a stay-at-home mom. But when your mind is focused on negativity, you forget to be grateful for all the positive things that we have in our lives. Now, a good idea could be, and that leads me on to the next point, is journaling. I had a little notebook lying over in my bedside cabinet there, and I wrote down 3 things I was grateful for that day. It could be something as simple as the sun was shining, or we had no rain today, or the dogs didn't pee on my carpet today, whatever. Slowly, I made it more and more personal. I went deeper and deeper into my soul. And I started writing down, I was really grateful for the fact that I had found my voice. I was really grateful for the fact that I could help other people now. I am really grateful having the opportunities that I have. I live a very, very blessed life, and I can focus on YouTube. But in my everyday life and my brain that was spewing negativity, I forgot to be grateful for those things. So practice gratitude and write it down in a journal. I hope you can see how this all happens like ripples in the water anyway. You want to change your mindset. You work hard on changing your mindset. You then start practicing gratitude, and you then start journaling. It's all like ripples in the water, and all these things help expel all that negativity from our brains and replace it with positivity. And that's how we're going to learn to embrace who we truly are, and in turn embrace our body shape and our size and who we really are. It's kind of magical. It's amazing what we can do with our brains. One thing to be really, really aware of is whatever we put into our brains. And with that, I mean, what TV are we consuming? What social media are we consuming? What people are we hanging out with? What input are people giving us? Are they sapping our energy when we're with them, or are they actually boosting our energy? And the same with social media. Whatever you consume, watching, consider, is it bringing positivity into your mind, or is it keeping you stuck in the negative track? I deleted all accounts of actresses and supermodels and celebrities and all this sort of stuff on all platforms. Deleted the whole lot of them, but what I did instead was I went in and I found accounts on all social medias that have the same mindset like me. And for me, that was body positivity. It was to learn to be okay being the size that I was. And I started following all these people instead that was saying, hey, big is beautiful. It's okay that we look this way. And you can still have fun with fashion, even though you're a big girl. We can try this, we can try this. And that's exactly what I'm telling you now. That's what I'm teaching you here on my channel. Have fun with fashion. Try something new. Do this, do this. It's okay. But in the past, when I consumed all the skinny, I don't like dividing people like this, but unfortunately it was a fact. When I was consuming all this so-called skinny content, it made me feel bad. Nothing bad on them. They do them, and I wish them all the best. But it wasn't doing my personal mindset any good. So I had to change that. And I did that by start following people on social media that had the mindset that I wanted to achieve. And then feeding my brain with all the positivity, it weighed down the negativity. The negativity is behind me now. It's still there. You might see it over there, but it doesn't play a big part in my life anymore. The same goes for actual people in our lives. And this one, I know it's a little bit touchy because sometimes it could be people that are very close to us in our lives that can have a very negative opinion. And I'm not telling you to just get rid of people. I'm not telling you. I'm telling you to check in with the energy that people share with you. Is it uplifting you, or is it dragging you down? And I want you to spend more time with people that actually uplift you and you feel energized when you spend time with them. People that are critical of our, not just our appearance, but what we do, etc., say, and all that stuff, that's going to drag us down, and that's not positivity. So, as I say, this is a little bit touchy. I'm not telling you just to outright get rid of people. I'm telling you just be aware of what energy they bring to your life, and maybe choose a little bit more time with the people that lift us up instead of dragging us down. One thing I have learned as I have been on my journey is, and this is hindsight is 2020, isn't it? It was that I was never truly my authentic self. I by no means mean that I've been walking around here lying to people and pretending I was something that I wasn't. Not at all. But being my authentic self, meaning that I would allow people to see what was on my heart, who I truly was on the inside. I just held back. I kept a part of myself to myself because I was afraid that people wouldn't like it. As I said, hindsight's 2020. I wasn't really aware of me doing this, that I was holding back and hiding myself. But learning to be my authentic self has truly set me free, because now I allow myself to have the loud laugh. I allow myself to have an opinion. I allow myself to speak up to other people. But allowing yourself to get to know yourself so deep down that you can truly, faithfully and confidently just be yourself and allow the rest of the world to see that, that will come as your mindset changes. But I wanted to mention it because it's been such a huge revelation for me personally, and it's probably the one single thing that has made the biggest change in my actual life. So I wanted to mention it. The last thing I quickly want to touch upon before I finish this video is to practice forgiveness. Here, I need to remind you, I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a therapist. I don't have any official training whatsoever in any mental health care at all. I am simply just a middle-aged woman sharing my tips and tricks and what has helped and worked for me, all right? Please do your own research and reach out for help if you need it, all right? But practicing forgiveness, basically learning to let go. Be it a situation or a person that has hurt and upset you, it doesn't really matter. I can't tell you how to do it. I can only tell you what I have done. And for me, it was talking through it. If there was a situation, I have a few loved ones that I trust 100%, and I could talk it through with them. And sometimes it was just a matter of letting myself spew it all out with all the curse words, but it was letting it all out. It's very important that obviously you only let it out to a person that you can truly trust, but you could also write it down in a secret diary, and you can always burn the diary if need be. And that can do it for you as well. The journaling really, really helped me on this point as well, but just spewing it all out, letting it all go, slowly let it go. I'm repeating myself here, using the same words. It's very, very hard to do. Again, it's something that you have to want to do. But forgiveness does not mean to say that you just let people off the hook and that's fine. They can come back in your life and they can hurt you again. No. It means we let them go and off they go. That's it. The same with a situation. Sometimes we just have to say, okay, it happened. There's nothing I can do about it. I can't go back and change anything. I can't do anything about it. But what I can do is I can put it into a mind box, be aware of it. That mind box can go up on the shelf up here and it can stay there. And then ever so often I would take the mind box down and I would talk it through with a loved one, spew it all through. And before I knew it, the mind box just disappeared. I don't think about the situations, nor the people for that matter. I don't think about what was going on. It's still there. It'll never completely go away because someone hurt me deeply. But it is what it is. I learned to let it go. This is a practice. It's going to take a while. And as I say, please seek professional help if you need it. I am just a middle-aged woman sharing what I have done for myself. But talking through problems and learning to let them go, learning to forgive them, freed up space inside of me to make room for more positivity. And that's what I want, because I want that different mindset. I don't want to live in that negativity anymore. I wanted the positive track instead of that negative track. But I have to want it, so I have to do the hard work to get it. So that in essence is it. There's a lot more to how we are in life than just the clothes that we wear. The clothes that we wear is the facade we show the world. It's how we feel on the inside. That is how the true style will come through. Anyone can dress up. Anyone can go from being dressed to being styled to be looking fantastic. Everybody can get their hair and nail and everything else done if they want to. But it's how you feel on the inside and being willing to do the hard work on the inside that truly shows your character and that beautiful person that you are. I hope all my ramblings has made sense to you. This is all about how we feel on the inside. It is a journey and it's not an easy journey, but I promise you, once you see the light at the other side and start living in that positivity, it is worth the lot. I promise you. I no longer personally have an issue with my size, no matter what size it is. I don't have an issue with having an apple-shaped body anymore. and I'm loving it. It is so freeing, it is so beautiful, and this is where I want to be, and it's worth the work that I have to do every single day. I hope this video was helpful for you. If you made it to the end and sat through the ads for me, thank you so much, because that's how you're helping my channel. Will you do me one last favor to help boost my video a little bit in the algorithm? Please leave me a yellow heart in the comments just to let me know that you made it to the end. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.